1, 2. This is one of the most well-known songs in the entire world, of course. We're going to learn the melody first, and the melody is always played a little bit louder than the accompaniment. So let's identify the melody. First of all, put your thumbs on C, and the first note in your left hand is a G, the fourth finger. Now it begins on the third count because this is an incomplete measure. This measure plus the last measure has to equal the top number in the time signature. The time signature is 3/4 time. There are 3 counts to every measure. So this little incomplete measure has 1 whole count. 2/8 notes equal 1 whole count. The other 2 counts are in the last measure. So the melody begins on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you go up to your A. The note goes back down to the note we were just on, which is, of course, G. 1, 2. We're not playing the accompaniment yet. We're only playing the melody. So the last 2/8 notes on the first line are G again. Here we go. 1, 2, G, G. Second line. Then the melody goes to the right hand. And then the melody goes to the left hand to give your right hand eventually a chance to play the accompaniment. Now the melody is in the left hand again. Then it goes all the way up a whole octave. So it goes from this G to this G. This melody here outlines the C chord. G, E, C. That's the C chord. This is the C chord. The melody outlines the C chord going down. Now we're on the last line. What is that note? B is below C. So B is right here. The next note is A. Now what is that above? Well, above the note is a fermata. A fermata means hold. Hold longer than the note's value. So this is a quarter note on that A, so we're going to hold it a little longer than 1. Then we go to the right hand for the melody, all the way up here to F, and those are 1/8 notes. Then we go to E, C, the melody is the D, then the melody goes to the left hand. The melody interchanges between the hands to give the accompaniment a chance to play, sometimes in the left hand and sometimes in the right hand. So that's the entire melody of Happy Birthday. Again, that comes out a little bit louder than the accompaniment. Let's identify where the accompaniment is. All right, so we have an incomplete measure in the beginning, then we have a whole measure of the melody, then it's really the second whole measure on the first line has an F and a G in the right hand. We'll just play that softly. And then on the second line, second measure, that kind of grinding sound resolves to E and G. That's the accompaniment. And then the last line, the accompaniment is the left hand. Look at the 1, 2, 3rd beat of the last line. It's an A. And then we have G in the next measure. And then a B. And then the C is the melody. So for the last part of the harmony, move your right hand up to thumb on E and 5 on G and play that. Now we've learned the accompaniment. That has a fermata on it. Let's look at the last measure. The left hand plays the melody C. That's got a fermata. So you take your time, then you add the accompaniment, which also has a fermata. So we've held it long enough. It's really up to you how long you hold a fermata. It's longer than the note's value. So the first note is a C. You hold it longer, and then you play your right hand and hold it longer than 1, and then you lift both wrists together. So again, the last measure is C, and then the accompaniment, and lift together. All right, let's put everything together. Thumbs on middle C. Left hand begins 1, 2, 3, and softly play F and G. Second line, melody is in the right hand. Softly play E and G. Stop there. That's half of the song already. All right, the next notes are 2 Gs, eighth notes. 1, 2, G, G, right hand. B, hold this one a little longer than 1. Then add the F in the right hand to the A. Here we go. Now, you'll notice that I didn't play it like this. The left hand is a quarter note. The right hand are 2 eighth notes. So you need to hold the left hand while you're playing the right hand. It goes like this. Now, the next 2 notes are G and E. Your left hand holds a half note while your right hand plays E and C. The left hand and the right hand are really counted separately. So while the left hand is holding a half note, the right hand is playing 2 quarter notes. Now, I gave you the finger numbers here for the B and the D because it's just kind of easy to remember that both 2s play at the same time. And the last measure again is C, and then the accompaniment. And you lift. You can play this song any dynamic that you choose. Dynamics are the louds and the softs. Just remember that the melody will be slightly louder than the accompaniment. Now you know one of the most famous songs in the whole wide world. Happy birthday.
Together you and me make perfect harmony. I hear a rhapsody.